Alright guys, welcome to Civil Blocks. So for today we are going to be looking at how to set up your units and your design code, as well as the materials we are going to use for our design. So when you double click on the icon on your desktop, this Tekla structural design icon, it takes you to the default page which we are going to start working on. So first of all, you need to set up your unit and your design code. So I click on setting and then this comes up. So I go to, you click on the unit by your left. You have two sets of systems you can use: the US customary unit and then the metric unit. So it's common, the metric is common in Nigeria, so I'll click on that. Then these are the sets of units you have under metric, so that's okay. If you want to work with US customary, you can as well select that. So having done that, we now go over to a design code. By clicking on design code, we have this, and you know, like I'm using UK settings for my design. So if you click on under the code, you look at this, you have different codes under your UK settings, right? So we are going to be using United Kingdom Euro code, that is Euro code 2. So you can as well work with the US code from the UK. So I'm going to select this, and these are the code sections that deal with this set of loads, and these are the latest versions we currently have in this software. Alright, so having done that, I'll click on OK. For other settings, I will come back later on as we proceed to set them up. So that's okay. Having done the units and the code, I'll need to set up my material. So click on material and this comes up. For section, we can work with steel, we can work with timber, concrete, and the rest of the materials. But for our design purpose, we're going to be working on concrete. So I select concrete, and then we're using metric unit and then the Euro code. So this is already highlighted here. Click on our material. Under material, we are working in concrete, remember. So I click on concrete, and then I'll make any of the available grades of steel, of concrete to be the default grade that I want to use for my design. But for our purpose, I'm going to use C2025. So click on that and make it default. You can make any of them a default concrete grade. Alright, so come over to our reinforcement. Under reinforcements, you have available classes, so you can always add or delete or edit any class of steel that you have here. So you can add by giving it any name. Then you have to set up your capacity strength of that particular steel you're working with. Let's say I want to use 410, so I click on 410, type 410 on my system. Then I can rename it with any name I want to use. But for our filtering purpose, we are going to be using Y instead of H. So we have things like Y12, Y10, Y10, Y16, not H8 or H10 or H12. So we're going to be using Y instead of H. So we change that to H to Y, sorry. Then that's okay. Then for you to make the new class of steel we just created to the default, you have to click on that, highlight it, then make it default. So that is what is showing here. This shows you that the name we just created now, that's the new steel, is default class. So anything I'm going to be designing, you use that for your design purpose. So you can add the sizes of your reinforcements under the available class you just created by simply clicking on add. You click on add, let's say you want to add white pen, so you click on pen, right? Then the diameter is going to be 10. Then the area of steel is calculated with the formula pi d squared over 4. So if you click on that, is 10 squared divided by 4 times pi, that is pi times 10 squared divided by 4. It's obviously going to give you 78.53, right? 78.53. So that is the area of that white pen. Then the mass per length is calculated using the formula d squared divided by 162. That is the diameter squared divided by 162. So that's 10 squared divided by 162. So that's obviously going to be 0.617. So 0.617. That's the mass per length of white pen. You can add as many sizes as you want. You can add any other one, white 12, white 16, white 20, but you must always change your area, then the mass per length. The maximum balance in Nigeria is 12 meters, so we have to allow it to be a default. Alright, so that's that for setting the available size. So for width type, you are going to use type 2, not plain or not type 1. We use plain and type 2, and using mesh and not using loose bars and not mesh. So I'm going to make that to the loose bars. Then the country code we are using is UK and then Euro code. So that's that for our concrete setting. So quickly close that. So anything I'm going to talk about will be based on those settings you have made so far. So thank you guys for watching our channel. Stay tuned for more and more exciting videos on how to use this amazing software, Tekla Structural Designer.